Vikram sir. Kindly occupy your chair. The resource person, Dr. V.S. Jadhav sir, is serving as the University Librarian of Karnataka Veterinary and Animal Fishery Science University, Bidar. He has about 27 years of professional experience and contributed more than 40 papers in national and international journals, books, and he has presented more than 20 papers in several national and international conferences. He has authored one book, editor of journal IJALIS. He has editor and co-editors of 6 books. He is the main person who automated and digitized all affiliated college libraries in Karnataka Veterinary and Fishery Science University. He made totally automation and digitalization of the library. He also was co-PA of project eGranth of ICAR in Delhi. He conducted 3 national level workshops and many literary training and user awareness workshop in the university. He got gold medal in MPhil degree from Gulbarga University, Gulbarga. He also received Best Paper Presentation Award in different national and international conferences. He received many awards and appreciation certificates from agencies also. I request Dr. U.S. Jadhav sir to kindly give your presentation to the audience.
Thank you very much, Paul sir. Respected rapporteur, Dr. Anil Jadhav sir, and Dr. The chairperson is Dr. Anil Jadhav and the rapporteur is Dr. Vikram sir, and respected dignitaries of the dais, Professor Kumar sir, and other dignitaries. So, good afternoon to all. So, this is the time after lunch. So, everybody, it is very difficult to all to concentrate on the learning, the lecture and all those things, because that we have taken delicious lunch, and this with this air conditioned air and all those things, that drowsiness will come. So, it is very difficult to concentrate on the lecture. So, anyhow, I won't take much time. So, the another session is there. So I am Dr. V.S. Jadhav from Karnataka. So my place is joint. One is Maharashtra, one is Telangana, and one is Karnataka. Within 3 states, my village is near to Udgir. That's why I am talking Marathi. It is fortunate to me. I am training all program in the Maharashtra because of Marathi. So our position is not a Marathi perfect, not a Telugu perfect. Kannada we can talk. So if you tell me you give the lecture in the Kannada, so I very happily I can give. So because of language barriers, so मराठी तेवढा मला थोडं परफेक्ट येत नाही. थोडं बिजलीमध्ये थोडं मिश्रित असते, जसं निजामचं हिंदी असते ना, निजाम सरकारचं तसं भाषा असते. Anyhow, morning session you heard about our learned, well-renowned personality, Dr. Rajendra Kumar sir. He has gave wonderful lecture. Not that opening ceremony remarks also he gave is wonderful, and afterwards he has given trends in research and publications. So in front of sir knowledge, he has very vast knowledge. In front of his my knowledge in corner, because sir has given very beautiful and very informative lecture morning session. So with this my short and knowledge, I will give my lecture about the emerging trends and technology in the library and information services. As you know that today, so all are that running behind the technology. Our earlier library and today's library is a lot of difference. When I was doing MPhil in the year 1995, by that time we don't have that technology, internet and nothing. To collect the information, write a dissertation or a thesis, so we should start a library by that time. So I went to DRTC, Bangalore, twice, thrice, because related to my topic, there is huge collection and lot of journals they used to subscribe there. I went twice, thrice. I request to the librarian and get that xerox of those things. Earlier mobile was not there. Today, any piece of that information we will take in the mobile phone. But by that time, we request to the librarian and that photocopy also that we have to take in bundle together. I brought to I was doing the MPhil in Gulbarga University. So lot of efforts we were putting by that time. But now trend has been changed. Everything is in fingertips. So a lot of deliberation that had morning session, Kumar sir has told that he has narrated everything. So nothing is left. But only thing my duty is to what are the tools nowadays we are using in the library that we have to share. So you see the library one of the foremost critical institution and no society is incomplete without the library storing information from the world over. And ICT have extensively impacted libraries and their services. Earlier library offered manual information resources and services to their users, but now library are opening up to the digitization, primarily in the form of online library, e-library, and digital libraries. You see that earlier how we were there. Physically, we walk and go to the library earlier, but nowadays that we are that is seeing we go to the library. So I am having mobile that the morning session sir has to Google Power. So Google is everybody, but physical library, visiting the physical library and seeing what that we are searching on Google, which is lot of difference. Next. And the face of library has changed now, and the library, which is known as the storehouse of knowledge, has changed as the hybrid library, and today allowing the users access not only the print resources but also digital resources as well as. So, though we are that adopting the digital technology, but we are not forgotten that physical library. Both we are using. That's why we call that the hybrid library. And a modern library are automated and anybody can check the online public open from anywhere else, even using their smartphone. Many library provide at a 24/7 remote login services. So nowadays that many libraries they have listed the collection, they are connected with some server and other things, and they are given in that remote access also. In COVID period, lot of library applied this technology. So they have provided that remote access also to their respective that affiliated colleges and respective that main stakeholders. And library play a vital role in creation of institutional digital repository where huge amount of documents are available in digital format in open web. And more that the new tools and technology are coming up and libraries are also striving hard to implement them to serve better for the cause of knowledge and dissemination. So impact of that ICT technology in recent years, impact of the ICT has been tremendous. That changes have been taken in library system, and these are advances in information and communication technology have led to change in the way library provide and manage the activity into digital format. As you know, and the past 3 decades have been a great deal of change due to information communication technology, resulting in a demand for new pattern of scholarly information. And emerging technology advancement have made a significant impact on growth of knowledge and in unlocking the human potential. Next. So library as the place and space. So you see that modern library are place and spaces. They exist physically and actually location, and they also exist virtually. You see that we are not still we have not neglected the manual system also in the library. We are having physical connection, and as well as virtual that library services also we are providing. And there is a increasing evidence that present day young people are rediscovering the library. Though we are having a lot of that information, still the user are unhappy, searching. They are using that manual and even also digital format also. And this heavy use of driven by the changing education parameters and growing social need. Today, many of us walk around with the more computing power in our pocket than use it sit on to desk a decade ago. So we have that new gadgets. We are applying the day-to-day activities, and the trend is towards a miniaturization. Small things we are using. So nowadays that storing of the information has been changed. Earlier we were in that storing data in some MB to gigabyte to terabyte to now the nanotechnology has been here. So we cannot see the where the how much that information, the capacity we can store. So these are the minor that small things we are adopting, and none of us know how far technology will have moved, but it is certainly that it will be even more deeply embedded into our life than it is now. We are totally embedded to the new technology, and so due to that, next please. And changing educational scenario also. So we are not the changes in the technology has impacted on that today's education system also. So you see that giving the lectures, laboratories, and the library are the three pillars of the higher education. And taking advantage of ICT, classroom lecture can be replaced by the live video lectures using multimedia computers and high bandwidth communication technology. Nowadays, that the people are that using that ICT technology, giving lectures that online, and many of courses we are that learning through the online. So through the use of computer simulation, virtual laboratory can be created. Student-teacher interaction can be arranged through the internet chat rooms, and this is being followed in classroom teaching and the distance education mode by some universities. So you want also distance education as well, adopting the new technology. They are giving online classes and other things. You see that today that my son is studying in 10th plus 2. What we will say that PUC first year means तुमच्याकडे 11 years असतात ना सायन्स शिकतो त्याला म्हणजे मी तुम्ही ट्युशनला जा म्हणतो नो पप्पा आय वोंट गो सो ऑनलाईन क्लासेस आर फिजिक्स वाला क्लासेस तर आय विल रजिस्टर आय विल स्टडी इन फिजिक्स वाला that online study material. So these are the trends we have that we are looking at. And distance education with the new ICT premises to expand the frontiers of higher education, and students' mindset also changed over the past decade with the advent of internet, rapid advances in ICT, and unprecedented media boom. And they are well informed about the multi-education training option that will move SWAYAM. So UGC has that started that online coaching, that on creation of the database and giving the training to the online. So these are the impact on the education system. So now that just to compare the traditional and digital access. So earlier traditionally library were first selecting the reading materials and then allowing users to access them. And now the user have to access and retrieve a large chunk of materials and then start shifting the mass for selecting the required information from the hundreds of hits and filtering Filtering the responsibility has been shifted to the users. And since about the decade, the reference and information services seem to have been moving away from the library print connection into the virtual world. So these are the things that traditional library and virtual library. Earlier it was in physical form, and as well as also it is available in virtual mode also. This is more due to the increasing influence of online environment and digital information explosion and steady stream of new information technology being developed. And we are now to the information that is concise, instant, and fit within our schedule. So nowadays we are that is using the concise, that is instant information and providing to the stakeholder. Our concentration levels have dropped drastically. And Wikipedia is preferred over other conventional encyclopedia like Britannia. That morning session, sir, has explained here Wikipedia about the Wikipedia. So Wikipedia is the link I'm giving that it is replaced with all the encyclopedia. And that encyclopedia you can read and you can understand, but Wikipedia is direct somewhere. That arrow mark will be there. Now, if you click, it will carry somewhere. So this is the that nowadays Britannica encyclopedia is there. It is available in multi volumes. So are you ready to go there? No. So you have to go by page wise. But in the Wikipedia, by searching that you put in the words, you will get the information ready-made instant. So these are the things that traditional and the digital access. Next. And traditional access to information in library is being transformed while the balance has tightened towards internet, which is becoming more user-friendly, and the wealth of information made available, it's still not taken away the charm of the traditional library. Though we have that, we are using that internet technology, but still we are that following the manual system, the manual physical library, traditional library. The thrill of walking among the library stacks, going through row and row of books, taking out a book, often with silverfish and dead cockroaches in between. Smell of naphthalene balls, names, addresses, and comments and other markings scribed by some past readers, sitting in a silent corner, is engrossed in reading. So earlier that Walton library, we will see that we can find that silverfish, small, featherless that insects, then cockroaches also. So we were finding that, and for avoiding this, we were using the naphthalene box. By entering the library, all things we had the experience. But now things are the change, and this is not comparable to sitting in front of computer, clicking a key and reading exactly what we want. With the increasing in availability of reading materials on the computers, laptop, notepad, cell phone, we have reached the stage where people prefer clicking a button actually turning the pages of books. So this is the Hindi language. I am not giving you an explanation more. And there are some current trends that types of library what that we are using that today's scenario. The library is a storehouse of information. Emergence of ICT library has been acquiring the different approaches of the same and mode of service is changed. Therefore, different types of library, that is hybrid library, automated library, and digital library. That earlier I told that the hybrid library. The hybrid library is a term used to describe the library containing a mix of traditional print library resources and the growing number of electronic resources. Library are mixes of printed books and magazines as well as electronic materials such as downloadable audiobooks, electronic journals, e-books, and etc. Hybrid library are the new norm in most public library and academia. We are using both the libraries that we call that online also and physical also, virtual also, physical also. So automated library where access points and housekeeping operation are computerized is called the automated library. Digital library, a library which is significant proportion of the resources are available in machine readable format by accessible by means of computers. So this is the digital library. Next. So ICT trends in the library, as we seen, we discussed. The influence of ICT on human knowledge is undisputed and it is also considerable or pervasive. And ICT has fundamentally affected the library operation and information services, thus has a great impact on the education and training of the users on various levels. And the advent of the low-cost computers and easy-to-use word processing tools, computer-based image processing techniques paved a way for digitized information comprising textual and multimedia documents. So next. So ICT trends in the library that some of the ICT increase the paradigm shift in the library are traditional library to digital library. Already we have shifted that print out paper to digital information, car catalog to web OPEX, change to RFID tags. Now many libraries that using that implemented and the RFID technology, print journals to online and electronic journals, so library access to remote and desktop access, information available 24 into 7 into 365 days. So nowadays the photocopies to digital copies and document delivery service being provided through the email instead of the post and fax. So standalone library. So now information networks, many consortia came up and real to virtual libraries. So physical to virtual library we have some sudden change trends happening. Certain ICT trends in the library. So next. So emerging technology. So in the library automation we have started already implemented open source software. So earlier that many commercial software were there, but nowadays the open source software is there. RFID technology is emerging. Then internet, digitization, lot of consortia came up. Institutional repository now we are creating for the institution level and sharing in the consortium level. Then semantic web, subject gateways, e-learning, information security, then remote access. So library automation is promoting the library day-to-day activities using automated devices, that is computers. It involves creation of database of library holdings, information retrieval, establishing the computer network and telecommunication usage for information building, handling, and user strategy for enhancing the library classification and services. These are following some of the advantages of the library that automation, increased technical processing efficiency over a manual system, and realization of financial saving and containing cost in certain cases where cost is involved. Saving has been brought through the automation, then improvement of library services, improving library administration and management also, as a response to a breakdown of crisis in the existing manual system, we are avoiding the many mistakes, facilities of saving of resources, and provide a wide access to resource within the library and elsewhere. So these are the benefits and advantages of the library automation. Next, please. The same thing. Earlier library automation was big task since it was required huge investment for the procurement of software and hardware. Besides capacity building of librarians to implement the automation and further maintenance. Earlier it was very difficult task. The management has to give the grant and we have to give that set our staff member for that take the training and conversion of the implement the software and all those things. It was very big task in earlier days. Today, library automation becomes so easy as many open source software like OAuth are available on the public web. And librarian can download the co-op, which is an integrated library management system, and implement the same in the library as huge amount of step-by-step manual and virtual guides are available to automate your library. The next. So digitization and institutional repositories. So nowadays that all the university are that strive hard. They are running. They are digitizing their documents because in management level, in almost all the library education system. Now budget is day by day reducing, and publication cost is increasing. So that's why that and some of the important collection also is there. So all the library they are in that racing to digitize their documents and creating their own institutional repositories and sharing among all the affiliated colleges within the university or within the state or within the at consortium level. So in next slide I will say digital resource concerns. What is the definition? The consider the important part of the collection being the most important vehicle for the global scholarly communication. With the advancement of ICT, the library are moving towards the digital resources that are found to the less expensive and more helpful for easy access of the information. And you can define as the library that contains digital material. And the digital library has material stored in the computer system in the form that allow it to manipulate it and delivered in a way that conventional version of the material cannot be. And digitalization requires a supporting urbanization and infrastructure dedicated to storing electronic files and to migrate them into the format and media as technology changes. Unless these capacity are all in a place, this digital file cannot be that regarded as a permanent. So next. And following are the some of the advantages of use of that internet in library. The library can serve beyond the remote users sitting at his reference desk, and the user can launch a reference query through email. The user can browse the particular site for his need, and the user's time can be saved to a great extent, and current and up-to-date information can be provided because of digitization and that institutional repository and that institutional repository that they can create by using different software that I into that space software to create the institutional repositories and the massive digitization initiative has been undertaken by the government of India. Now we have a national digital library where we can access huge amount of the documents which are available in the digital format. And the UGC and ICR is related to the agriculture. UGC and ICR, like national level regulatory bodies of higher education and research in India, also support this kind of educational initiatives. For example, the Indian Council of Agriculture Research, Government of India provides all possible support to digitize thesis and important documents of state agriculture university in the country. And with the support of ICR, so we have created that Krishi course. You have that source in UGC. So in ICR level, we have created that Krishi course, a national level digital repository in agriculture has been created and available online where more than lakhs to documents including thesis and dissertation are available. And nowadays our students are earlier they used to the other library, but nowadays they are using in our library and it is a IP based accessible facility and students are accessing the throughout India or state agriculture university all the thesis they are accessing. Just like Soch Hindu, UGC that through influence you are that in general university you are created. So I am working in that agriculture setup for farm university. I use this example. Next. So nowadays, to protect the library system and from the some unwanted incidents, so all the library are using that electronic surveillance system. The librarian not always safe and secure place, and they are facing a wide variety of security concerns which include the theft and mutilation of library materials. And the result of number of library studies reported that majority of the academic library across the globe are having problem with the security. So when I joined in 1996 in the library, so always that our library is very small and but it was open access. And I have only four members left. One attender, one library assistant. I am assistant library by that time. So after that, after class, students will rush to the library. By that time, there was no kind of internet and all those things. Unless that physical form of books that they are library, they don't have any other resources. So they always used to rush to the library. So by that time, we were facing lot of difficulty with that surveillance system. How to monitor? How वो क्या यानी काय होऊन जाते ते आम्हाला मॉनिटर करणं कसं चालू आहे. So nowadays that many that the technology has came. So that electronic surveillance system, that CCTV camera is there. So we have adopted now CCTV camera. Many unwanted things we will capture in that CCTV camera. Any students that are doing any misbehaving, or they are misusing the books and all those things, all we have captured in the camera, and we will trace the unwanted activities. And that theft of the books, misuse of the resources, that we can do. And however, it is the duty of any library to keep the library buildings, shelves and stacks open and free without using items to make available or putting individuals at unacceptable risk from the malicious, very serious or senseless act of others. Yes. And arresting or expelling a member of for material theft or book periodical mutilation is common in library of developed countries. But the things are different in Indian condition. In this context, the technological advances made it possible to install electronic server system to overcome the security threats to some extent. And due to the technology advancement, the electronic server system are affordable now, so even small library can also implement the electronic server system for your safety purpose. So this is electronic research management. Already I told that electronic research refer to e-journals, e-books, online database, and other materials in digital format which are accessible electronically. E-resource management software can be deployed by libraries to test the collection, access, authorization, maintenance, usage, evaluation, reservation, and selection of the library and electronic information resources. Yes, this is not a So library consortia. So nowadays all the library have that budget is very less, and every year the government has cutting the library budget, education budget also. Earlier that in our ICR system, Indian Council of Agriculture Research, EPI, I think. So we used to get every year 50 lakhs rupees from the ICR for the implementation or purchase of computers and implementation of new technology other than books and journals. But now after the 2020, we are not getting single pay from the council because government has cut down the drastic budget for the in the education system. So that's why the library has to that any individual library. So we should think about the consortia level. So we have to create our own institutional repositories. Either it may be annual report or your own publication. You create your own library database and share, pull some together, and you can access. So consortium may be defined as the association of two or more organizations with similar objective to enable the access more number of resources within the available library budget. And the main aim behind the consortium is to deliver more than some of the individual parts. It allows the vendor to sell their e-resources in a big package to several institutions at the same time, reaching out to more institutions than they ever had before. And library consortium can be local, regional, or state, national level, and institutional level. Computer technical communication may be among the tools used for facilitating the communication among them. And that consortium there, in the ICR level, that the SERA, Consortium of Research in Agriculture. So they have inspired that on behalf of all the state agriculture university and veterinary university. So ICR, they are pulled all the research and created the consortium. How university, the East Hindu is there, you are accessing a lot of journals and study material through the East Hindu. Same thing, our SERA consortium is there, we are accessing more than 2,400 journals. They have pulled together, they have negotiated with different vendors and made payment from the ICR New Delhi. And yearly 32 crores they are spending on behalf of the university, all the state agriculture. And they are given to IP-based access to all the state agriculture university. Our students, still they are enjoying, they are getting the information. We have a lot of benefited from this SERA consortium. So this is the best way to pool the resources. You can save the money, manpower, and everything. Next. Some advantages of the library consortium. Consortium-based subscription to e-resource provides access to wider number of electronic resources at substantially lower cost. Electronic journal consortium can save space, time, money, and other related issues. The consortium have been offered better term of license for use, archival access, and preservation of subscribed electronic resources, which would not have been possible for the single institution. And to develop a suitable collection, development, acquisition policy to make use of available latest information technology to eliminate various problems faced by the library in the order to provide the service to the users. So nowadays we are subscribing on 10 foreign journals. So we have already shared our collection in the consortium. So from other side, we will get the document that requested. So and so this journal is, because we have already subscribed 10 journals. So we have shared pooled in our that SERA consortium. We will get many requests from other libraries. So as soon as getting requested, so we will get the xerox and scan it and we will send to the document delivery service to the concerned users, and by default it will go to the library also. So same service we are doing. So our students, if we are the same journal, we are not subscribing, but subscribing other that Tanvasu, that Tamil Nadu Agriculture University, they are subscribing. So our students will send the request, automatically they will scan and they will send the PDF to the students, and by default it will come to me. And if students fails to get information, I will inform the students and it will go to, I will send to you. So these are the good practice, and all the students and stakeholders will be benefited. Next. Oh, sir. So in India, Library Consortium initiative met its success, and the UGC East Hindu Consortia and ICR Consortium for Research are the two major successful consortia. These consortia provide access to thousands of scholarly journals and other electronic resources, so that even resource poor college and university library may also access the rich knowledge resources as to ensure quality education and research at the national level. So next. So these are the 24 hours that 24 into 7, 365 that remote access there. So we have that. I can tell my that university example. We have remote access facility. We are giving that facility our institutional repository. We have that server and all those things, and we are giving the through IP address that our all affiliated college they are accessing our main network. And we will simultaneously we will access our affiliated college library also. So remote access is facility provided by the library to give access from outside the library's computer network to restricted access website that authenticate users by library IP address. And it allows patron to access the e-resources from anywhere else, log in through their library server and gain access to the full text database and the like to which their library can subscribe. And there are few important such services available, that easy proxy and remote log is also there. And many universities providing this remote logging service, which is really a boon to the research scholar, faculty and scientists, since it ensures 24 into 7 into 365 access from anywhere else. So nowadays that RFID technology is also applied. So RFID is the latest technology. They are all to be used in the library for book identification, for self checkout, and for sorting the conveying the library books, and also to theft detection. The aim of using RFID technology is to increase the efficiency, reduce data entry errors, and free up staff to perform more value-added functions. And the RFID system considering to the following: RFID tag, electronically programmed anti-unit information, readers are censored to interrogate the tags, antenna system will be there, and the server or docking station on which the software can that interface with the automated library system is loaded. It is also possible to distribute the software among the reader and sensor. This is the RFID technology almost all the library they are adopting by using that some element different softwares. It is a sensor based. So all you know that about the RFID, I won't take much time. Please. So in the many academic kind research. So nowadays cloud computing system is there. So maintaining the server it is very difficult task to the small library and all those things. So you can use that cloud computing also. Library across the world are adopting that cloud computing to make library services more streamlined and cost efficient. And this library software management system plays a significant role in building digital library or repositories. Cloud computing also ensure optimal use of the library resources, infrastructure, movement, etc. Moreover, the technology is also used for library automation and quick data search. Additionally, in digital library, cloud computing ensures that third-party services can manage server, carry out upgrade, and create a data backup. So these are cloud system also came. Earlier we used to do some contact AMC to other third party. So they will charge for that server charges and all those things. These are the things. So small library you can add that cloud computing server also. So next, so mobile based library service. Nowadays people that you know that how they are much fond of that mobile technology. So in our family, everybody will be busy in that by taking tea and all we sit together, but nobody watch there in front of their face, their face. Everybody are busy in that mobile. So always I will too much emphasis with the technology. I will shout to my children something. So what you are like, I am watching my that is related to my study. So Papa will do like this only, that he will always contact with their mummy. So these are the things, everybody are using mobile technology. But mobile technology is not that much up to that. So nowadays that earlier, to check the mail, we used to go to the desktop earlier. Now we are checking on the mobile, how much time we are saving that. So because of this advanced technology and rapid development of the ICT, so people are that is using certain things, neglecting some aspects. So these are the drawback of our society. So you see that mobile is also helpful for to get the information to the stakeholder. The three main objectives of library are to promote literacy, disseminate, use daily information to the people, and encourage the lifelong learning through with reading materials and resources. Mobile library bring resources outside of the library fixed location to those who otherwise might not get the opportunity to profit from them. With the help of mobile services like SMS and WhatsApp, library can produce a new services and provide faster access to their credentials. So we did these things in COVID situation. So certain our PhD students, research scholars, not UG students, they were using. But PhD and those who are doing post graduation, they used we have created we have created that PG classes WhatsApp group, PhD research scholars WhatsApp group, and we were that get open our only library staff can go to the library in COVID situation. So we had that e-books and all those things, and even that Shera consortium also were there. We downloaded the certain documents and sent to their mail and WhatsApp. Certain cases we use mobile also. And even renewal of the books and all those things we will send them reminder through the SMS. The students or teachers, any faculty, they will check the mobile, so they will get the information that their book that renewal and all those things. So we will follow this system. And the example of the best library management software is Moodle. So this is the best software, and the OPAC mobile application is classic example for mobile-based library services. But I have not used the Moodle. But some people they have told about the Moodle, so I am not that much of the experience in Moodle. So you may ask me what is Moodle software and all. I am also not the expert, but some people they are using and they suggested me and usually my PPT. Yes. And you see that the latest technology that is happening in the world that so we were heard that about earlier the library will come to our doorstep through mobile services. So nowadays that certain country they are using that books drone, library drones. Earlier mobile van was there, so it will come to our door and we will, the some of all citizen people the public library van will come to and they will deliver our doorstep to the books. Now certain country they are using the latest technology, not in India, it is Australia. So we have seen that many mobile libraries through the which we get that books in our doorstep. But the technology is growing in a fast pace, and some libraries started using the drone to supply the books. And for example, Australian startup Flitterly, Flitterly has teamed up with the book rental service Jukal to create the first in the world textbook delivery system. So this is the company they have started that Jukal.com. So how we are that booking that Ola cab and Uber and all those things. Same thing that you can get the book from this drone services in the Australia. And some company they have started in rental basis. On charging next. So the system is using that hexacopters drone to deliver the order textbooks. And it is very interesting to note that even the customer need not mention their address as the drone can find their address by the location of their smartphone, like Ola and all text. How we are looking at if our Ola software downloaded in mobile, same thing that library drones is that giving service just like Ola in the Australia country. But not yet we started, but maybe it will enter in the India also. So next, so apart from this, to maintain the higher education standard, so we need the latest system, the current trends in the library system, or all the UGC has given responsibility to the librarians to check the plagiarism, to maintain the higher education standards and all those things. And discussion about the current trends in the library system will be incomplete without the mentioning the academic integrity and plagiarism. Plagiarism is using another areas, words, very illustration or graphics, opinions or facts without giving credit. For a students, copying others' works, it will damage their intellectual integrity of their academic experience. Therefore, avoiding plagiarism has become the need of the hour of the today's society. Because in almost all the universities, they are adopted the plagiarism and it is very serious issue. So many of they lost their job, the big Starbucks in the world and even also our country. So this is the very crucial and very important issue to maintain the higher education standing in the integrity in the higher education. And if you are doing PhD or MPhil, so you before that the submission of thesis you have to get with plagiarism check, and UGC is up to 10% only. So if your plagiarism report is the within the 10%, you can able to submit your thesis. Otherwise, you have to revise the content and chapter wise. Again, you have to resubmit. So these are the things. Next. So this is the last problem. I think you might have bored something. On the other hand, the librarians also should very effectively serve their users to survive, and they should employ and implement all the emerging tools and technologies to ensure effective and efficient library and information service to their clientele for the survival of the library in the future. So all library we should aware that whatever new tools, new technology is emerging in the society, it is coming in the society, we should apply. So nowadays that computer people is very more dominant on us because so nowadays for the future I am thinking that the whether librarian is post in that written or not, I don't know. Because in information technology, the computer people they are telling that we are handling what is the necessary of library. Library. So these are the things here. So for that, avoiding the things for keeping safe our position, our post, our profession. So you should have some learning capacity of the new tools. And with the effective and judicious use of technology and tools such as automation, digitization, consortia, RFID, remote logging internet of the things, big data, makerspace, application, apps, drones, artificial intelligence, blockchain technology, augmented reality, digital interface of print books, libraries can ensure effective dissemination of the knowledge for the development of the society. These are the technology we have to expand to the system. Then only our profession will survive. Otherwise, it is very difficult in future. Next. And under the present scenario of the declining budget and higher subscription cost of the journal in India, it is becoming very difficult to meet the demands of the library users. And the only solution to the problem is the pooling and sharing of the resources, print as well as electronic, by way of consortia. And new technology has provided a great opportunity for delivery of services within the consortia. In a developing country like India, where resources are limited, funds are inadequate, the library professionals have to take careful and judicious decision in selecting the library materials because so with this that we are sharing the information, budgets, manpower, and all those things, and because major impact is the decreasing of the budgets. If we are adopting the new technology by sharing our resources with other libraries, we are reciprocally we are that sharing our information and giving providing services to stakeholders. It will be helpful for the our institute and university also. And apart from this, we have that nowadays some of the people we are using mobile technology. But mobile technology is also how much we are embedded with the mobile technology for funny purpose. I use one uh, PPT. You see the mobile. So you see the technology. We are saying that this is good, but some people they are involved in that. They are negative everything. समय पर यूज करना समय पर रखे तो अच्छा होता है अगर उससे ज्यादा हो तो एवरीथिंग ओवरडोज इज ओवरडोज so this is for funny purpose I will sorry for that and you see it is that doesn't matter how many resources you have but you have to choose if you don't know how to use them it will never be enough so we are having a lot of information and searching. But you have to choose very meticulously and you have select your information. So metadata is very high. So this is for your choice. You can choose the information. Next. So thank you very much for your patience with me. So first of all, I thank to our Kumbar sir because though he is tired since yesterday traveling and morning session also he gave the lecture and patiently he is listening my that small lecture. So I am thankful sir for that patients. And I thanks to them. Afterwards, anybody having that doubt and all those things, you can ask me. And before that, I thanks to the Dr. Jagdish Kulkarni sir, the director of conference, S.L. Jadhav sir, and management of this institute, Maske sir, and Sagar sir, for inviting me for this campus, this college, for sharing my little knowledge. And if any mistakes and all those things, I can tender my apology. So if anybody having that doubt or any inquiry, question, you please may ask.
If anyone wants to ask question, resource person you may ask. Uh, there is no question. Thank you, Dr. Yuvraj Jadhav sir, for your wonderful presentation. Really, your presentation was informative and definitely it will be useful for our library for improving our library services. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, one and all.
Yes, thank you. Now, I would like to invite Chairperson Dr. Anil Jadhav sir to put your presidential remark on this session.
Okay, sir, we are library foundation. Yeah, we can represent the foundation अध्यक्ष माझे गुरु आदरणीय कुमार सर या ठिकाणी उपस्थित सर्व सन्माननीय मराठा विद्यापीठाच्या सिनेटचे सदस्य पवार, माझे गुरु डॉक्टर S.L. जाधव सर, अमर जाधव सर, विक्रमगिरी आणि या ठिकाणी उपस्थित सर्व सन्माननीय emerging trends and technologies in library and information science या विषयावरती अतिशय विस्तृत आणि अभ्यासपूर्ण अशा पद्धतीचं व्याख्यान डॉक्टर युवराज जाधव सरांनी दिले आहे. डॉक्टर युवराज जाधव सर हे कर्नाटकचे जरी असले तरी ते आम्हाला महाराष्ट्राचेच जास्त वाटतात, कारण ते नेहमी आम्हाला या ठिकाणी वेगळ्या कॉन्फरन्समध्ये, सेमिनारमध्ये, वर्कशॉपमध्ये मार्गदर्शन या ठिकाणी करत असतात. खरं म्हणजे ICTचं जे ऍप्लिकेशन आहे लायब्ररीमध्ये त्यात खूप मोठ्या प्रमाणावर या ठिकाणी होत असलेला आपल्याला पाहायला मिळतं. आणि या सगळ्या टेक्नॉलॉजीचं ज्ञान आपण सगळ्यांनी या ठिकाणी अक्वायर केलं पाहिजे, जेणेकरून येणारे जे टेक्नॉलॉजी आहे त्या टेक्नॉलॉजीचे ऍप्लिकेशन आपल्या लायब्ररीमध्ये करून कशा पद्धतीच्या सेवा सुविधा आपल्या लायब्ररीमधून या ठिकाणी देता येतील. आणि त्याच बेसवरती सरांनी अतिशय अभ्यासपूर्ण अशा पद्धतीचे व्याख्यान या ठिकाणी केलेलं आहे. त्याच्यामध्ये ई रिसोर्सेस असतील, हायब्रिड लायब्ररीच्या संदर्भामध्ये त्यांनी अतिशय छान अशा पद्धतीचं मार्गदर्शन आम्हाला केलेलं आहे. डिजिटल लायब्ररी, RFID टेक्नॉलॉजीच्या संदर्भामध्ये खूप मोठ्या प्रमाणावर या ठिकाणी आज क्रांती होत असलेली आपल्याला दिसून येते. व्हर्च्युअल लायब्ररी असेल किंवा ओपन सोर्स जे विविध प्रकारचे ई रिसोर्सेस आहेत किंवा सॉफ्टवेअरचे आहेत त्याचं सुद्धा खूप मोठ्या प्रमाणात ऍप्लिकेशन आज
होत असल्याचे दिसून येतं आणि ते त्यांच्या सरांच्या अभ्यासपूर्ण व्याख्यानातून आपल्याला या ठिकाणी दिसतं. खरं म्हणजे एवढ्या सगळ्या टेक्नॉलॉजीचा वापर आपण ग्रंथालयामधून या ठिकाणी करतो. खरं म्हणजे मी इकडे असल्यामुळे मला प्रश्न विचारता आला नाही. मी तिकडे असतो तर कदाचित प्रश्न विचारला मात्र तरीही आता विचारूनच घेतो. एवढी सगळी टेक्नॉलॉजीचं ऍप्लिकेशन ज्या ठिकाणी पुस्तक देण्या घेण्यासाठी विविध प्रकारच्या टेक्नॉलॉजीचा वापर होत असलेला आपल्याला या ठिकाणी दिसून आला. मग अशा वेळेस आमची गरज आहे का हा प्रश्न माझ्या मनात. म्हणजे लायब्ररियनची गरज आहे का, लायब्ररी प्रोफेशनची गरज आहे का? जर ड्रोनच्या द्वारे आपण ह्या सगळ्या गोष्टी करणार असू, जर टेक्नॉलॉजीचा एवढा मोठ्या प्रमाणावर वापर आपण करणार असू, तर मग ग्रंथपाल आणि ग्रंथालय व्यावसायिकांची गरज आहे का? खरं म्हणजे हे आपण सगळ्यांनी याच्यावर विचार करण्याची गरज आहे. टेक्नॉलॉजी कितीही जरी पुढे गेली असली तरी टेक्नॉलॉजी ही टेक्नॉलॉजीच्या ठिकाणी आहे आणि ह्युमन ब्रेन त्याला एक विशिष्ट महत्व असलेलं आपल्याला पाहायला मिळतं. कितीही तंत्रज्ञानाचा आपण वापर केला तर निश्चित स्वरूपामध्ये त्या ठिकाणी त्याचं ऍप्लिकेशन केलेला जो लायब्ररियन आहे तो लायब्ररियन हे अशा पद्धतीच्या सेवा सुविधा देण्यासाठी हे विविध प्रकारच्या टेक्नॉलॉजीचा वापर या ठिकाणी केलेला आपल्याला
Nowadays, what will happen that the sir is telling that after using the lot of technology and new gadgets, so where the library will go and what is the role of library? So library will not go anywhere, but we have to take that competency to use the new technology. You won't go anywhere. So, जैसा देश है वैसा देश है. But means how that trends have been changing. Same way you want that lifestyle, you want that work capacity also you have to change and according to the new technology. So this will happen. And that hybrid library always is the best library for the running that current situation. Because we cannot replace whole technologies cannot replace the manual library, physical library. So during my that Viva for the CS, I was giving that Viva for the librarian in 4 years back. By that time, that Ramadenu Gujarat University, that University Vice Chancellor was expert for my Viva. He was the governor nominee, and he asked me, Jadhav, that many questions I asked you, but is it today library will replace manual system? Which one is the best? Either reading a physical book is good or virtually you are reading that book on the desktop. Then I gave example to him how I can do. So one side we are telling that technology is very nice, it is helpful for the society, and one side we are telling that reading a book is the always best, better than that digital books. Then I said that give no simple example. Technology is always changing. New gadgets technology also. But physical book cannot change. So सौतली माँ सौतली होती है वो कुछ भी कर सकती है, लेकिन जो खास जो हमारी माँ रहती है ना वो ऑलवेज केयर लेती है हमारी, जैसा वो फिजिकल बुक है. तुम जितना फिजिकल बुक पढ़ते हो उतना हमारे माइंड में आता है, लेकिन ये डिजिटल में तुम कितना भी करो. सर बोले थे मॉर्निंग आज उधर घंटों में इधर यही होता है, लेकिन माइंड सेम थिंग आई टोल्ड टू द केलावाला सर, प्रोफेसर वैशाख जी वाला अंदर वैशाख का कामदेव यूनिवर्सिटी. Then he realized you cannot replace the manual. So that's why today's situation hybrid is the best. So this is my opinion for the audience. So if you are having any that question, we can discuss. That the Kumar sir is asking here.
You think about the 5 laws of
sir, you can apply technology.
This is the basic
So
technology.
you are the book are for information for you can share it. Saving time on the technology for saving the time of teachers. Is that it? think, sir, we are not, so based on Ranganath theory, we are moving.
So you don't say जैसा देश वैसा भेष. Don't say.
Daisa nahi, in technology aspect I am taking. But we are not leaving the Ranganath theory. Yeah, we are not leaving.
Okay.
So please, sir.
थँक्यू सर. खरं म्हणजे याच्यात वेगळं डिबेट सेशन होऊ शकतं याच्यावरती. थँक्यू. खरं म्हणजे तंत्रज्ञानाचा वापर हा आपण केलाच पाहिजे. तंत्रज्ञानाच्या वापरापासून आपण दूर नाही राहिलं पाहिजे, कारण जगासोबत आपल्याला चालायचं आहे. तंत्रज्ञानाचा वापर तर केलाच पाहिजे, मात्र त्यासोबतच आपण आपल्या लायब्ररीबद्दल जाणून घेतलं पाहिजे. आपल्या लायब्ररीमध्ये काय आहे, काय नाही आणि काय असायला पाहिजे. आणि आपले जे युजर आपल्याकडे यायला लागले त्या युजरची सायकोलॉजी काय आहे, त्याच्याकडे कोणते रिसोर्सेस आहेत, ते कशा पद्धतीचं त्याच्याकडचं नॉलेज आहे, या पण गोष्टीकडे आपण जाणून घेतल्या पाहिजे. सरांनी आत्ताच आपल्याला सांगितलं की मोबाईल बेस्ड सर्व्हिस, लायब्ररी सर्व्हिसेस. खरं म्हणजे हे खूप छान त्यांनी या ठिकाणी सांगितलं. आपण सगळ्यांनीच मला वाटतं कोविडच्या काळामध्ये मोबाईलच्या ऍप्लिकेशन हे खूप मोठ्या प्रमाणावर आपण केले. मग आपल्या लायब्ररीचे व्हॉट्सअप ग्रुप असतील कॉलेजचे किंवा टेलिग्राम ग्रुप असतील, तर फेसबुक पेज असेल, तर या सगळ्या टेक्नॉलॉजी आपण लायब्ररीमध्ये तिकडे यूज केलो आणि त्या माध्यमातून आपण ग्रंथालय सर्व्हिसेस चालू केली. खरं म्हणजे टीचर लोक ते झूम वरती किंवा अन्य याच्यावरती क्लासेस तिकडे घेतले, मात्र आपल्याकडे काही म्हणजे पर्याय नव्हता की या माध्यमातून व्हॉट्सअपच्या माध्यमातून, फेसबुकच्या माध्यमातून, टेलिग्रामच्या माध्यमातून लायब्ररी सर्व्हिसेस कंटिन्यू करणं. आणि त्या आपण करू शकतो कारण आज आपल्या प्रत्येक विद्यार्थ्याकडं मोबाईल आहे आणि त्या मोबाईलचा म्हणजे त्याच्याकडे उपलब्ध असलेल्या साधनांचा पुरेपूर वापर आपण लायब्ररीयन लोकांनी या ठिकाणी निश्चितच या काळामध्ये करून घेतलं आणि ती अतिशय चांगली म्हणजे सरांनी या ठिकाणी सांगितलेलं. अगदी त्याचबरोबर ओपॅक मोबाईल ऍप्लिकेशन जे आहे ते सुद्धा अतिशय चांगल्या पद्धतीनं या ठिकाणी सांगितले. ब्लॉग्स असतील किंवा त्याचबरोबर क्लाउड कॉम्प्युटिंग असेल, या सगळ्या गोष्टी, या सगळ्या बाबी या ठिकाणी सरांच्या या प्रेझेंटेशन मध्ये आल्या. सरांचं प्रेझेंटेशन अतिशय अभ्यासपूर्ण आणि खूप छान पद्धतीने त्यांनी या ठिकाणी प्रेझेंट केलं. भविष्यातही असंच सर आम्हाला वेगळ्या विषयावरती मार्गदर्शन करतील अशी आशा आपण बाळगतो. आम्ही 2 मिनिट आपले घेणार आहे आणि त्यानंतर आपलं सेशन सुरू. आदरणीय कुंभार सर माझ्यासमोर आहेत आणि कुंभार सर, कुलकर्णी सर यांच्यामुळे मी आज इथं उभा. खरं म्हणजे आमच्या 2-3 पिढ्या या ठिकाणी आहेत. माझे गुरु, मी, माझे विद्यार्थी आणि माझ्या विद्यार्थ्याचे पुन्हा पुढचे विद्यार्थी, म्हणजे 4 पिढ्या या ठिकाणी या हॉलमध्ये असलेल्या आपल्याला पाहायला. मला मनस्वी आनंद आहे की प्रोफेसर डॉक्टर B.R. झाडगे फाउंडेशनच्या वतीनं जो पहिला पुरस्कार या ठिकाणी जाहीर झालेला आहे, तो पुरस्कार डॉक्टर शहाजी वाघमोडे जे माझे विद्यार्थी आहेत, जे सोनूभाऊ बसवंत महाविद्यालय शहापूर ठाणे या ठिकाणी कार्यरत होते. म्हणजे वेगळ्या तंत्रज्ञानाचा वापर असेल किंवा वेगळ्या सर्व्हिसेस देण्याच्या बाबतीमध्ये असेल किंवा बुक एक्झिबिशन असेल, की वेगवेगळ्या पद्धतीने कशा पद्धतीने बुक एक्झिबिशन आपण अरेंज करायचं, वेगळ्या जयंत्या असतील, पुण्यतिथ्या असतील किंवा अन्य काही तसे प्रसंग असतील ते हेरून या ठिकाणी एक्झिबिशन कशी घ्यायचं, लायब्ररी सर्व्हिसेस मध्ये तंत्रज्ञानाचा वापर कसा करायचा, ते खरं म्हणजे शहाजी वाघमोडेकडून बऱ्याच गोष्टी शिकण्यासारख्या. मी परवाच सरांना सांगतो, मी परवाच एका शाळेमध्ये या ठिकाणी व्याख्यान देण्यासाठी गेलो. मला डॉक्टर S.R. रंगनाथन यांच्या जयंतीच्या निमित्तानं एका शाळेमध्ये व्याख्यानासाठी बोलवलं होतं. कारण म्हणजे सरचं इन्स्पिरेशन की मी असे NSSच्या कार्यक्रमामधून, NSSच्या कार्यक्रमामध्ये वगैरे व्याख्यानं या ठिकाणी वाचन संस्कृतीवरती देण्याचा प्रयत्न करतात. म्हणजे एवढा खारीचा वाटा, जास्त काही नाही, आपल्याला जेवढ्या काही गोष्टी जमतात, आपल्याकडे जे उपलब्ध आहे ते विद्यार्थ्यांना या ठिकाणी कशा पद्धतीने द्यायचं आणि जे वाचनापासून दूर चाललेले विद्यार्थी आहेत त्यांना वाचनाकडे कशा पद्धतीने वळवायचं, हा छोटासा प्रयत्न आहे. ऑक्सफर्ड इंटरनॅशनल शाळेमध्ये व्याख्यानाला गेले असताना त्या ठिकाणी एक गोष्ट मला खूप महत्वाची त्या ठिकाणी लक्षात आली की त्या शाळेमध्ये प्रत्येक वर्गावरती एक लायब्ररीयनचा क्लास त्यांनी ठेवलेला. म्हणजे इतकी पॉझिटिव्ह गोष्ट ही आहे की लायब्ररीयनचा एक पिरियड एका क्लासवरती त्या ठिकाणी ठेवलेला आहे आणि आठवड्यातून एक वेळा प्रत्येक क्लासला लायब्ररी व्हिजिटसाठी त्या ठिकाणी बोलवलं जातं आणि लायब्ररीमध्ये तिथं बसवलं जातं आणि लायब्ररीमधले सगळे रिसोर्सेस त्या ठिकाणी दाखवले जातात आणि तिथं असलेल्या विविध वाचन साहित्याविषयीची माहिती त्या ठिकाणी दिली जाते. म्हणजे अशा इनोव्हेटिव्ह गोष्टी जोपर्यंत आपण आपल्या लायब्ररीमधून या ठिकाणी करणार नाही तोपर्यंत आपल्या प्रोफेशनचं महत्व या ठिकाणी वाढणार. मला खरं म्हणजे आपण पाहतो की आपण टेक्नॉलॉजीचा वापर करत असताना 2012 मध्ये लायब्ररी ऑटोमेशनला त्या ठिकाणी सुरुवात केली. खरं म्हणजे तालुका प्लेसच्या ग्रामीण भागातल्या किंवा डिस्ट्रिक्ट प्लेसच्या लायब्ररीजमध्ये काय परिस्थिती असते. समजा आपण प्रिंटर आणले, आपल्याकडे 4 सिस्टीम आहेत, मग त्याच सिस्टीम आपण तिकडे इंटरनेट यूज साठी दाखवतो, नेटसाठी त्या सिस्टीम आपण ऑटोमेशनसाठी दाखवतो आणि अशा वेगवेगळ्या गोष्टी आपण त्या ठिकाणी करतो. हे बेस्ट प्रॅक्टिस आहे खरं आणि त्याच्याही पुढची हाईट सांगायची म्हणजे वास्तव तर आपल्याला म्हणजे जाणूनच घ्यावं लागतं काय वास्तव आहे खरं म्हणजे आमच्याकडे सुरुवातीला आम्ही कलर प्रिंटर आणलं आणि सोबतच दुसरं एक प्रिंटर साफ दर 2 दिवसाला माझं टोनर गायब व्हायचं. कारण लायब्ररी मधल्या अशा वस्तू म्हणजे कॉलेज मधल्या लोकांना असं वाटतं की आपलीच प्रॉपर्टी, मग ते टोनर काढून घेऊन जायचं कधी काहीतरी घेऊन. अशा सगळ्या गोष्टी तिकडे घडतात. म्हणजे टेक्नॉलॉजीचा वापर करत असताना आमच्या लायब्ररीच्या पुढे कोणकोणते प्रश्न आहेत हेही त्या ठिकाणी जाणून घेतलं पाहिजे आणि हे वास्तव आहे की महाविद्यालयामध्ये काम करत असताना या सगळ्या गोष्टीला आपल्याला सामोरं जावं लागतं आणि त्यातून मार्ग काढून विविध प्रकारच्या अशा पद्धतीचं टेक्नॉलॉजी ऍप्लिकेशन आपल्याला त्या ठिकाणी करावं लागतं. आणि हे सगळं ऍप्लिकेशन कशासाठी करायचं आपल्याला तर आपल्याला वाचक घडवायचं, वाचकांना घडवायचं आणि जास्तीत जास्त विद्यार्थी आपल्या लायब्ररीकडे कसे अट्रॅक्ट होतील, कसे आकर्षित होतील यासाठी आपल्याला या ठिकाणी प्रयत्न करायचे. पुन्हा एकदा या ठिकाणी सर्वांना शुभेच्छा देतो. शाळेज वाघमोडे सर आणि या फाउंडेशनचे सर्व जे सन्माननीय सदस्य त्याचबरोबर पदाधिकारी आहेत त्या सर्वांना या ठिकाणी शुभेच्छा देतो. कारण अशा पद्धतीचे कार्यक्रम वेळोवेळी या ठिकाणी झाले पाहिजे. शुभेच्छा देऊन थांबतो.
Jadhav sir, for your presidency remark. Before vote of thanks, we are going to have floral welcome of the dignitaries. Now, I would like to call Dr. Pensalwar LB sir to kindly felicitate Dr. Anil Jadhav, who is the chairperson of this session. Thank you very much, sir. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Neeta Kadam to kindly felicitate resource person Dr. U.S. Jadhav, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Now I would like to invite Mrs. Lanita Dogreman to kindly felicitate Dr. Vikram Giri, sir.